Hey, buds.
I'm going home to work on my television career.
Say again.
I'm going home to work on my television career. Bye, Vicky.
Oh, buds. Morning. Just on a little day walk today. Doing a little stretch of the southwest coast path from Woolacombe to Braunton. And it's about 14 miles from here. Just been dropped off by Gabby. Weather forecast is for a nice day. It's about the 9th or 10th of February, can't remember exactly. And sorry, just checking my watch is running, mileage GPS thing. Yes, so should take most of the day. I haven't got a big pack, so I've got plenty of water in here, so it's quite heavy. But apart from my feet, should be quite straightforward, but I just need a bit of exercise. You'll notice Gabby just driving off. She's dropped me off and I've left a car at Braunton, so should work out quite nicely. So I'm on my own today. So no pithy interjections from Gabby today. Got to look at my ugly mug for the rest of the day. I can hear people switching off as I say that. Gabby provides the entertaining interludes to my glumness. But yeah, just need to start burning off some fat. I'm just doing nothing but eat at home, and I know one 15-mile walk on its own isn't going to help particularly, but to start. So okay, so I'll see you anon. I'll be popping up now and again just to make you aware of my progress. And I'm heading for Putsborough now. Seen that before. Then round Baggy Point to Croyde to Saunton, and then across Braunton Burrows to Braunton. So nice steady walk, not too much climbing. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.
You've got me questioning my position. Am I just filling out? Taking space, not with as much grace. Am I a second choice of all the not Rolls Royce?
The tide is very much in at the moment. Dog walkers are out on the beach, and runners. It's a bit on the gloomy side, but it's still a beautiful place to be. Love it.
Dresses and lace help me now. If it's not my business,
So I have dropped down to the actual beach here at Woolacombe to Putsborough. I won't lie to you, it wasn't intentional, but I wasn't concentrating, and I missed my left fork on the climb up to the down. So here I am on the beach, so I'll have to climb up to the cliffs again to Putsborough. So no harm done, adds a little bit of a variation. So I'm down here with the dog walkers and the joggers now. That's no bad thing. Speak to you soon. Hello fella, little fat plumper, aren't you? Well, wasn't really planning to stop so early in the day, but I had to walk through the cafe. Come on, what am I going to do? No, but I was feeling a little bit lacking in energy, so I had a hot chocolate and a biscuit. There's no real time constraints today, but the other thing is I don't think there's going to be anywhere else really open where I can get a hot drink between now and the end. So because I dropped down to the beach, I had to pass the cafe, and now I'm on my first climb, which wouldn't have been the case if I'd have stayed up high earlier rather than going down to the beach. But it's not too bad a climb. We're heading for Baggy Point now. I'll stop and just show you the view. Not bad at all, not bad at all. So yeah, Baggy Point, then down to Croyde and across another beach at Croyde. Pretty lovely day this, but as you can see from that view, the clouds have gone and it should be sunny for the rest of the day now, so that's not a bad thing. Okay, I won't talk to you anymore while I'm puffing up this hill. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. love how these bushes bend away from the prevailing wind. I think they're really interesting. And the view's not bad either. Mort Bay. Over to Mort Point in the distance. That's a half-size replica of a pole they used to use for training sailors. They'd fasten double the height and fasten a zip wire to it, and they'd teach young sailors to get over their vertigo and stuff like that when they're climbing up masts. So that's Baggy Point, looking out to Lundy on the horizon. I think it's about 12 miles to Lundy. I'm hoping to go and camp there this year at some point. Over in the distance is Heartland Point. Probably can't see it on here. This is Bideford Bay now, beautiful. Oh, it's just getting more and more lovely. I'll be taking my gilet off in a minute, it's that warm. Heading down to Croyde now. Already seen some lovely birds today. You might have seen a little bit of footage of a robin. Robins allow you to get a little bit closer. I mean, this camera and lens don't really adapt well to bird watching because it's ultra wide angle and all that, but robins seem to let you get a bit closer, but also seen stonechat, blackbirds quite close up. Now I'm seeing a few seabirds now that we've rounded Baggy Point. I'm sure I saw a black-backed gull just perched on a rock sticking out over the sea. Lots of heron gulls, and I think I saw an oyster catcher as well, black and white with red beak. So yeah, it's just a beautiful part of the world. Know it very well now. So heading down into Croyde, across Croyde Bay, probably walk along the beach, and then might have a stop for a bite to eat, and take it from there. Okay, so this is me heading down to Croyde on a beautiful winter's day. Bye for now. You may or may not be wondering where Gabby is today. Unfortunately, she's not really up to walks of this nature at the moment. The latest thing you may or may not have seen on previous videos is her knee injury. So she's incredibly slow. She's had an appointment with an orthopaedic surgeon. He's pulled her and pushed her and poked her, and she's had a scan on that knee, and they haven't really found out exactly what's up with it. They seem very reluctant to operate on the knee and have a look to see what the problem is, but it's incredibly painful, and it's really debilitated, if that's a verb. Really debilitating for her, and she's got about a mile in her at the moment of walking. That's on top of the other issues, her kidney problems. She's been waiting for an operation since September for that they said would be no longer than December at the worst case scenario. And here we are, middle of February, and hasn't heard anything yet. And that's on top of her other underlying issues. So she's, unfortunately, she's incredibly frustrated, and because she loves walking, she loves climbing on these hills, she loves seeing the sea, and whilst we're trying to get out on a regular basis for little tiny trundles, I really needed to put some miles in to try and start shedding a bit of weight for the spring. So yep, she's very unlucky with her health. Started last April now, and no real progress, just getting worse. She had COVID as well in the middle of all that, so yeah, the gods are not being kind at the moment for her. So I'm just approaching Croyde Beach now, Croyde Bay, so I'm going to trundle across there and then park up for a bit and have something to eat. See you in a bit. This is where the stream hits the beach. There is a footpath that goes part by, but and a bridge over there, but it's a bridge in that gap there, but it saves a few minutes. So this is the stunning Croyde Beach. I always say it, but I first came here 40 odd years ago. What is it? Be like 47 years ago now. It was like the most amazing place I'd ever been to. From a little northern town. And, so it'll always have a soft spot for me. Well, this is a nuisance. The path that goes that way and is only sort of 100 yards away, 200 yards maybe, it's been diverted because it's closed. To the village of Croyde. Okay, well I'm going to try and get through. There's a couple there's a little baby and they've clambered a little bit and they've got a little baby to carry, so I'm sure I can get through here. Yeah, it looks like they're building a proper path. It's always been a bit rough here, but I'll give it a go. To the bridge. I'll turn off because I might need my hand here. That diversion was just not necessary. They're going to send people walking an extra mile for the sake of probably about 10 yards of scrambling on rocks. Well, that's Croyde Bay. Going to say goodbye to that now. On to the next leg, Somerton.
Days of trying, give up the aim of perfection, trust the simple ways and let it go. Around you, the feel of earth and sun, ground and calm you, feel the sand and song, and let it go.
This is the Grand Design House. Where the builder who bought a nice house here on this plot demolished it and wanted to build this lighthouse-esque amazing building, but his ambition stroke greed got the better of him, and it cost him everything. I think he was made bankrupt and his wife left him, and it took 10 years and it's just gone on the market the last 6 months can be yours for 10 million big ones. 10 million. Don't think it's worth that. It's an amazing property, but I'd be surprised if they get anything close to that. It's too late for him anyway. That's just to pay off some of the debts. Shame. Fantastic outlook though. Special location, but too big for anybody really. Sands Hotel, quite famous. Don't think much of the putting green, but very much a landmark. You can see this right from the other side of the estuary near Barnstaple, and that's what it overlooks. Not a bad vista. The worry for me if I lived there would be, is it big enough? Needs a few more square feet, I think. This is probably one of the least pleasant sections of the whole coastal path. It's only about half a mile, but it's along the main road into Saunton. There's no footpath. It's not too bad today in February, but in summer it's very busy. Very busy. This is where I've been walking for the last half an hour, Braunton Burrows. Apparently it's a world-class area of natural reserve, insects, flowers, snakes, the odd lizard, things like that. All quite rare in this country, but habituate this part of the world. And it's basically sand dunes that go out to the beach at Saunton. It's also an area of military training. It has been since 1942, when the Americans came and prepped for the landings on D-Day. Because the beaches of Saunton are very similar to those in northern France. So I've walked about 11 miles now, and not going to lie, my feet are feeling a little tender. This is day 5 normally of a standard sort of schedule on the southwest coast path, and of those 5 days this is probably the easiest. It's a few more miles. It's if you camp in Woolacombe, it's about it's a good 15 miles to Braunton, maybe a little bit more depending on where you can camp, but it is quite flat. So in many regards it's a lot easier than those early days on Exmoor, the start of the southwest coast path. So this comes as a bit of an easier day and a bit of a, I wouldn't say a rest day, but slightly less difficult day. For me today though, packing all my winter weight and my feet all soft, well they're never soft my feet, but not hardened by walking, I've still found it tough. And I do sometimes wonder how the heck I did that walk, because doing this day after day after day for nearly 50 days, sometimes I have to pinch myself to remind me that I actually achieved that. On any given day, when you come out for a day, you think, there's no way I could do that. Probably in my current position or current state of health and fitness, I'd struggle. But there's one thing you do on that walk, is you burn the calories, you shed a few weight pounds, and by the second half of the walk, 17-18 miles, feel normal and more like the 11-12 miles that you were doing earlier on. So if you do intend to walk it, I'd recommend you get as fit as you can beforehand, but don't give up early, because you will pick up the miles later in the trek. So, but it's been a lovely day today in terms of weather. It's felt more like spring, definitely spring, than winter. It's been quite warm at times, so almost threatened to take some layers off, but I haven't got round to it. But yeah, it's been a lovely day, and makes walking a pleasure when the weather's like this. So I've still got about 4 miles to go. As I say, it's pretty level from here on in, but it's quite hard underfoot. I'm currently on a military road that they call around here the American road, because it was put in during the Second World War when literally hundreds of thousands of troops came to this part of the country to train for the big push back into Europe. So yeah, this is called the American Road. So yep, got to keep going on this. Speak to you soon.
Secondhand, I felt a bit forgotten. Not your plan, but now the days of silence outgrow the fun things we have done. But tell me, do you wanna carry on? Plants don't grow without water, and they cave when it's cold. We could go till we're older.
That's the Tor estuary when the tide's out. Path goes down to Braunton and the estuary goes all the way to Barnstable.
Put your head on my shoulder and let's enjoy the ride. When we started, our wishes aligned. We were like yin and yang combined. Now the tables have turned. Can we live and unlearn? You tell me. Plants don't grow without water, and they cave when it's cold. We could go till we're older. Put your head on my shoulder and let's enjoy the ride. Let's just live a life. Anything, anywhere, I don't really care, as long as I'm with you. Say something, don't be speechless. I'm sleepless, so alone in this stillness. Oh, I long for you, sweetness.
Must admit I'm getting slightly bored with these styles now. Not the easiest to get over when you're as short as me. Oh, this one's tough. This time of the day as well. Can't get my legs very high. Hopefully that's the last. Okay, so the day is all but over. Just over 14 miles today. Car park's just up around the corner here, so if you've watched so far, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a lovely day. Lots of blue sky, not like February at all. This time last year it was storms blowing our roof off. So relatively comfortable day. I'm a bit weary now, as you would expect, and my feet are a bit sore, but other than that, it's been a super day. So thanks again, and speak to you soon.